name is Lori Foy, and I'm on staff at Teen Missions, and I'm also the mom of 4 kids who went on trips with Teen Missions. So I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about how to pack. Seems like an overwhelming task, but we have something on our website called the Teen Missions Packing List. And if you go on the website, you can find it under the resources, and it's 2 pages long, so make sure you see both pages. This is what I use to get my kids ready for their trips. The first thing you want to think about is how you're going to get their things down to Florida. We recommend a tote because they can put that in their tent and it keeps their things drier than a box would or putting it in a duffel. Some of the things that you definitely have to have for your kids. This big bucket here, the 5-gallon bucket, is very important because the kids will be doing their bathing using buckets, and they will also be doing their laundry using buckets. So they'll need a scrub brush, they'll need some powder, or if you like just like the Tide pods, whatever you want to send with them, just make sure it's not too heavy. They also need to bring these are some clothespins and a line, about a 25-foot clothesline, because they do hang their clothes up to dry every day, and this will be very helpful. I'm going to start putting this on the bottom first because you can use the bucket to pack other items. The other thing they'll need for laundry is just a laundry bag. So you just want to put that in your tote. Another item that we suggest you have your kids bring is some kind of a mat. This is a self-inflatable mat. They won't have access to electricity, so not one with an electric pump. So make sure this will be very useful to them both at boot camp and overseas. And a sleeping bag. They make even smaller sleeping bags than this. These are nice compact sleeping bags, so make sure you send a sleeping bag and even just a sheet that they can use because it's very hot here and it may be hot on their work site. Make sure they have a good sleeping bag. Along with your sleeping bag and your bed mat, bedroll, make sure you bring a pillow. You can bring a full-size pillow, or you can also look for the travel-size pillow. Some of the other items that you definitely have to bring for a trip are the boots. The boots are very important. They'll be wearing these, so you won't have to pack these, but they need to be at least 6 inches high, and they need to be all leather. Don't get the kind with the mesh on the side. Please make sure they have durable boots for the summer. We've seen kids before come with not leather boots, and they have trouble with their boots during the summer. So make sure that they get a great pair of boots. It tells you what kind of boots they need. The next thing you'll need to do is the kids need to pack a new pair of dark blue jeans for travel jeans. The preteen teams need 2 pairs of travel jeans. We suggest that you put it in a plastic bag and put a pair of socks and a set of underwear in the bag, and they could carry this in their duffel or in their backpack when they get on the plane, because they're going to be asked for this pretty soon after they arrive at boot camp. So we'll put that in their backpack. Make sure that you pack a swimsuit and a towel. Girls, please be sure you have a one-piece and make sure it's a modest swimsuit. And you can put that right in your box. Some of these things in front of me, I'm going to suggest wet wipes are great to pack because it gets hot. And if you just need a quick cleanup, we use the wet wipes as a cleanup. The other thing that is very helpful is the Gold Bond. It helps keep your feet dry. It also helps cool you off a little bit. And if you notice, I'm packing some of these in the bucket, so you can put everything, those kind of things, down inside your bucket. Make sure you bring some bug repellent. We have mosquitoes, and we also have what they call no-see-ums that you might want to look up a recipe for to see. There's things online that you can use, natural oils, and that might help you repel those. Be sure and bring Band-Aids. You run the obstacle course every day and you may end up with some blisters, or you may cut yourself. Bring some Band-Aids with you also. For your boots, you have to take care of your boots this summer. You want them to last this summer. Bring some mink oil and maybe just a cloth, something to rub in so you can take care of your boots so that they'll last you the whole summer. Another couple things you could bring are flashlights. Every night after rally, you'll be walking back to the tent site, and these will be helpful to you. We suggest, especially some of the smaller items clothes, we suggest you bring at least 6 to 10 pairs of socks. I would err on the high side for socks because your feet will get wet. They will get dirty. That way you don't have to be washing socks every single day. Bring plenty of socks, and it's kind of nice to have them in these bags. We suggest if you want to put clothing in bags like this, or there's even extra large size bags that you can pack clothes in, keeps them dry. Usually with the totes you don't have too much trouble in the tents, but it's just helpful sometimes to find them. If you have a lot of items, you can find the bags a little bit quicker. Put those right in your tote. Make sure that you bring your personal items for hygiene. You will need these this summer, so be sure and pack that. And make sure that if you do put that in your backpack, make sure you have them in the right travel size bags for the airports. But you probably won't need them until after you get to boot camp, so you can put those in your tote as well. Make sure also you have to have a nice pair of dress clothing. You have to dress up on Sundays. Everybody dresses up for church on Sunday mornings, and you'll be using these overseas as well. What we have suggested in the past to people is you can bring a set of clothing for boot camp, and you can donate that to the missionary barrel. And then if you have clean clothes for the field, you can just leave those clothes alone until you're ready to go overseas. And sometimes that's helpful, but you can do that if you like. Bring some toilet paper. Bring at least 1 to 2 rolls of toilet paper for boot camp. You will need that. Another item that you'll need alongside of your swimsuit and towel is a pair of water shoes. You'll use them if your team wins the Clean Award at the pool here at Teen Missions, and for bathing, and for in the showers, and overseas if you are in lakes and rivers. You need to have a pair of water shoes, so make sure you bring water shoes with you. Another thing that you need to bring along with you is a dish bag. And basically it's about the size of a pillowcase, and you can put a string through it, a drawstring through the top of a pillowcase. Now this can go in your backpack to come down, except don't put your silverware in there because they will not appreciate the silverware in your backpack at the airports. So you can pack this in your backpack, but make sure to take the silverware out first. Of course, one of the most important items, and I mentioned it briefly before, to bring with you is a Bible. You will use this all summer. It will be important to every part of your day, and so please bring a good Bible. Don't bring a brand new one. I suggest you have either a Bible cover or you put it in a plastic bag so that you can take care of your Bible. You might also want to bring a little notebook and a pen so that you can take notes either during the messages or just during your own personal devotions. And that's another item that you can put in your backpack and will be handy for you when you arrive at boot camp. Items that you'll be asked to give to us right away as you come to boot camp are on the packing list, so please refer to that. It goes through everything. You can even check it off. There's a little line there. Make sure you bring your passport, and don't mail your passport in. You're to bring a balance of the donors, of the people who gave to you so that you could come on your trip. Don't forget your shot record. You need to bring your shot record. Any deposits. I suggest what I did with my kids is I put them in an envelope, and I put on the outside of the envelope what the deposit, how much the deposit was and what it was for. Bring your personal spending money with you, but this will tell you all the fees that you need to bring. Please be sure to refer to this packing list. It's a great help to you. Now the second page, I'm just going to go tell you very briefly what's on here. This is a great page because it tells you for what, like if you're going on an evangelism team, it tells you the type of outfits you need. For example, if you're going on an evangelistic team, the guys need 3 casual outfits, 2 work outfits, and a dress outfit. So it kind of goes through each item telling you exactly what you need. So please refer to this sheet, then there won't be any questions. And underneath that, it even defines what casual is, what dress is, so that way you know exactly what to pack. Be sure when you're thinking about clothes, girls, make sure your clothes aren't too tight. There's guidelines. You won't be allowed to wear it if they don't meet the guidelines. So make sure that you wear modest clothes. Another thing I did was I usually put my child's initials on things. This talks about labeling. So label your items so that way if 20 pairs of socks are hanging up on the clothesline, you'll know which pair of socks are yours. Even if you just have your initials and your team number, a lot of times things can find their way back to their original owner. Gives you a brief description of items not to bring. So make sure you read that. Things such as reflective sunglasses, valuables. Don't bring your valuables. Don't bring anything electric. Don't bring any books. And another thing, please don't wear clothing that is camouflage of any color. It doesn't matter if it's green or pink. Please, no camouflage clothing. So please refer to your Teen Missions packing list. This is what will help you get ready for your summer and you won't be caught by surprise, okay? So look on our website for the Teen Missions packing list.